Professional news, K-pop's uncertain English language future. In the ever-expanding world of global music, K-pop, short for Korean pop, has solidified its position as a dominant force, transcending language and cultural barriers. Groups like BTS, Blackpink, and Stray Kids have not only garnered millions of fans but have also reshaped how the world views South Korea's entertainment industry. However, as K-pop seeks to maintain its momentum on the international stage, especially in English-speaking markets, questions about its reliance on English language releases, linguistic identity, and cultural authenticity are increasingly at the forefront of industry discussions. K-pop's global rise. Language as a bridge and barrier. The global success of K-pop is often attributed to its ability to create universally appealing music, blending genres and combining high-quality production with captivating visuals. While Korean lyrics have historically dominated the genre, many artists incorporate English phrases, allowing songs to resonate with broader audiences. This strategic use of English is not a new phenomenon. It dates back to the early 2000s when groups like BoA and TVXQ sought international recognition. However, the stakes have risen in recent years. The likes of BTS, Dynamite, and Blackpink's Ice Cream, both predominantly in English, showcase the potential for K-pop acts to achieve significant success on Western charts. Yet, these releases also spark debates within the K-pop community. Does increasing English content dilute the essence of K-pop, or is it a necessary adaptation for global dominance? The role of English in expanding K-pop's reach. English serves as the lingua franca for much of the global music industry. To break into English-speaking markets like the United States and the United Kingdom, where language can be a barrier, English tracks are often viewed as a strategic move. For example, BTS, Dynamite, not only topped the Billboard Hot 100 but also marked the group's first entirely English song, making it accessible to audiences unfamiliar with Korean. Blackpink's English-heavy discography, including tracks like How You Like That and Pink Venom, has similarly contributed to their widespread appeal. For these groups, English songs act as a gateway, increasing radio play, streaming numbers, and promotional opportunities in Western markets. Moreover, the rise of streaming platforms like Spotify and YouTube has made English-language music more discoverable to casual listeners worldwide, further incentivizing K-pop labels to consider English releases. Challenges and criticisms. Despite the apparent benefits, the shift towards English-language songs is not without challenges or controversies. K-pop's uncertain English language future. When the stars of Korea's exploding pop market start directly courting American listeners, is it even K-pop anymore? Years before BTS broke the seal on K-pop in America, Teddy Riley saw the vision. The R&B trailblazer, whose production and songwriting pioneered New Jack Swing in the 1980s and 90s, turned an ear to soul in the late 2000s, producing for K-pop groups like FXXO and Girls' Generation. The marriage was arguably overdue. A generation earlier, Riley's signature sounds had been all over the single most important breakthrough in K-pop history, the 1992 smash, Nanareo I Know by Seo Taiji and the Boys, the first crew to not only experiment with Western influence but mimic its artistry and fashion wholesale. And so, when Riley arrived to service the now fully built pop industry that had taken shape in South Korea thanks to the Nanareo revolution, the producer was well aware of his role in the process. They didn't have no shame in their game. We want the American culture, he told the Boombox in 2017, laying bare the source of the younger culture's hip-hop, R&B and post-Michael Jackson disco pop swagger. But Riley also recognized something distinctly Korean about the synthesized final product. The only thing that inspires them is American culture and our style, he said, but their music is their music and it's really territorial. At the close of 2024, K-pop is becoming territorial in a different sense. Earlier this month, the Blackpink member Rosé and the girl group Twice, two of the genre's towering figures, released new English-language music on the same day, the former dropping her solo debut, Rosie, and the latter releasing a mini-album led by the Megan Thee Stallion featuring title track, Strategy. Both have released music in English before. What's notable this time is the seamlessness of the imitation, with many tracks feeling as though they could slide undetected into the American Top 40. The music is completely fine. And yet, there is a sedate, by the numbers earnestness to even the best songs, one at odds with K-pop's usual excesses. The performance of genre is toned down to the point of feeling almost conventional. To a lover of the form, the effect is both impressive and a little unsettling. And it is representative of a movement building momentum, evident in the work of many artists capitalizing on an American breakthrough this year. For much of its history, K-pop has been at least one step removed from the culture it predominantly echoes, owing to what the social theory scholar John Lai referred to as the temporal gap, the dissonance created by the physical, social and anthropological distance between cultures, in his 2015 book K-pop, Popular Music, Cultural Amnesia, and Economic Innovation in South Korea. Many of the songs and styles draw from a recognizable wellspring. Some are nostalgic, others flat-out derivative. All are in conversation with a global pop diaspora that has been dominated by the US. Even when K-pop is engaging with Afrobeats or Urbano, it is doing so because the Hot 100 says so. K-pop songs have been riddled with English hooks since the dawn of the genre, but the final product is often slightly askew, rarely fitting into traditional molds or scanning as American pop to any ear trained on Top 40 radio. For its devotees, a lot of what has worked about K-pop to this point is distinctly the byproduct of that mashup nature, the slight discord of our sounds pushed through their system. Even for producers like Riley, who could trace the line of influence to his own doorstep, there seemed to be an understanding that meeting in the middle was not just mutually beneficial but necessary for the cultural alchemy at play. Still, the very things that make K-pop thrilling to its fans also mark its otherness, at least from a certain business-minded perspective. The industry was built in the shadow of South Korea's Big Three talent agencies, JYP Entertainment, SM Entertainment and YG Entertainment, which in the mid-1990s established the blueprints for a highly systematized, deeply elusive, kaleidoscopic